Hello, riders. It's me, Lois, again, coming to you this Tuesday because I just want to talk about the continued nonsense going on between the content creators. Never let a bitch see you sweat, okay? Because when you respond and you cuss at them and call them names and talk about them being homeless and all the other shit that they have going on in their lives, you are sweating, okay? A cool motherfucker like me, and I'm going to say it like me, I'm just going to not say anything. The bottom line is, can't nobody get to me saying anything. Call me a bitch. I don't care because I can be a bitch. I can be evil. I can be a lot of things. But what I'm not going to ever let you do is see me sweat. And I'm not going to feed into the negative nonsense that's going on these YouTube streets and YouTubery and all the other spots where people are calling each other names, talking about their dogs, talking about their mamas, their children, their sons, daughters, and friends and co-workers, husbands, wives. That's unnecessary. If you don't give a fuck, this show you don't give a fuck by shutting the fuck up. Cussing motherfuckers out don't take much intelligence. Anybody can do that. You see me cussing right now, right? That took a little bit of my intelligence to just say a cuss word. But the strong and the true and the mighty know their worth and don't have to respond to things that upset them. When you respond, it shows me how little self-control you have in your emotions. You don't know how to deal with people saying things that you don't like or saying things maybe they don't like about you. Oh, well, get the fuck over it. This is the real world. That's how people act in reality. They have been doing that in reality, and social media makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? And being on social media, you are not immune to being talked about. So you're going to be talked about. They talked about Jesus Christ, but it's what you fucking answer to. You know what I'm saying? So all the name calling and the possible threats alleged, in my opinion, and how much money you make and how much better you think you are than anyone else, you're not any better because you're responding to unnecessary negativity that, first of all, I didn't even hear coming from someone else. I'm only hearing it from you. You know what I'm saying? So what exactly are you doing? What point are you trying to prove? That you're better than everybody else because you can cuss a bitch out or you can cuss a person out? Gee, that took a lot of intelligence. Now what? Now you cuss them out. Now what? Because it doesn't sound like there's any maturation in your whole persona, because every time you think someone is coming against you or saying something you don't like or they don't like what you're saying, you got to go to the name calling and you just get street guttery snipe. It's like, what? I don't give a fuck about what anybody calls me. My name is Lois X Brundage Vance, and I am married to Michael Darren Vance, and I was born to Amanda Brundage, okay? That's who I am. I always known who I am. And that's why I can speak differently than a lot of other content creators, because everybody's on here trying to make a point and try to bring somebody else down or drag somebody else down or drag somebody else into their nonsense and stuff, and just go on, instead of just going ahead and creating your content and just do you, boo. People don't have to like you, okay? But your name is going to be called because you are on these YouTube streets, okay? And if you don't like it, maybe you should get off YouTube, okay? That's the bottom line. But I am here, like I said, to build a community, to make friends, to talk about the things I like to talk about, and maybe cook with Chef Don Don. Hey, Chef Don Don, love you, boo. Mwah. And stuff like that. And hopefully, hook up with trending at some point to help me with my graphics. But I'm here to make connections. I am not here to be a sole entity and try to fight against everybody on YouTube just because I think I'm better than them. I don't think I'm better than anyone but me. You know what I'm saying? The only person I'm competing with is Lois X Brundage Vance. Period. Point blank. What are you so pressed about? So what? Somebody called your name. And so now you got to call them bitches and hoes and all that. What the? You don't know nothing about these people. The same way a lot of things are being said about the people on Love and Marriage Huntsville we don't know a lot about them, and they don't know anything about us, but they call us names, millimeters, whatever the flippin' dip you want to call it. Why are you responding to stuff that would make you bad? Your behavior is actually looking like Stormy Steele's behavior when she attacked Black Titanic. You know what I'm saying? And you sitting there talking about, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this. How about you just bring it on down 1,000 because you're doing too much at this juncture. And the only people that I feel are supporting you are like-minded individuals that think like you think. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is allowed to have an opinion except you. And if they question anything, then it's game on. I'm going to cut your ass out, you dirty bitch. What the fuck? What is wrong with you people? Y'all act like y'all are in a cat fight. Or in a cock match in the fucking cages and shit. We are fucking human beings and we should have come farther than this. And then we want to blame other people for the way we fucking act. In real life. In real motherfucking life. You, check you, boo. Look in the mirror first and present yourself in the manner you want people to respect you in. Because I can't respect a person that can go behind a camera with no face and say these nasty things about someone else and just sit there and feel glorious about it. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It befuddles me. It's not that serious. If somebody is getting on your motherfucking nerves, you cut them off. You cut them off at the goddamn knees. You don't feed into that nonsense. But you sit here and you feed into the nonsense and the bullshit, and then you start creating merchandise and all that other nonsense that literally makes no sense. Is that going to be a long-term income for you? Are people going to ride with you for the long term, or are they just riding right now? You know what I'm saying? You want to know who your genuine supporters are. And I can guarantee you my supporters are low riders for real. Because the bottom line is anybody who doesn't like my content has left. I have received a one or two negative comments. And I respond respectfully. One person said, you know what, you're right. And another person said, well, I can't follow your channel anymore. Now, I don't know if they're not following my channel anymore because I don't remember what they said initially. It wasn't that important for me to lose any sleep, to go to sleep and sit down and come back with a comeback for something negative that someone else said about me. They don't know me. They only know what I tell them. And even with what I tell them, there's nothing negative they can say about me. And if they do make up something negative, then that's on them. That ain't on me. They chose to interpret it in their brain the way they interpreted it. But I don't have to answer to that. I don't have to respond to that. I don't have to just anything into that. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't get the negative. It's like, this is why Melody Cherie canceled Mimosas with Melody. Because Mickey Frickies don't know how to get along. And she didn't want that nonsense in her space. And that's the same thing I'm saying. I don't want that negative energy in my space. And that's why I'm trying to spread positive. And if you're the type of person that can appreciate the positive, then you may not need to be looking at my channel. If you feel like you have to call me names, have at it. I don't give a flipping dip. I'm going to sleep really good tonight. Me and my husband is going to have a really good time. Me and my children and my grandson, we still going to have a really good time. We going to be around here eating our little steaks. Okay, they not the top line steaks, but they still steaks. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to make as much money as you to eat a steak. And I'm saying that to say nobody can tell me what I am or who I am but me. Low riders, that's all I got to say about that. This content creating, fighting is just getting on my nerves, and it's unsettling because I came here and I watched a lot of content creators before I decided to become a content creator. And some of them I am having to unsubscribe to because their rhetoric is just vicious and vitriolic, and I don't understand it. It's like, never let a bitch see you sweat. Damn. Bottom line. Period. I can get mad, but I have no reason to be mad because the first thing happened today is I woke the fuck up and I planted my feet on a goddamn floor. And that's a journey for me to continue or to start if I'm starting over. But every day is a new chance for me to make it better. And I'm not going to ever be like any of the people on here that decides that they want to call each other names and do all this infighting to prove who said what and who's right and who's wrong. I don't give a flip and dip who's right or who's wrong. The bottom line is it does not take a lot of intelligence to cuss a person out. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to stand in your ignorance, that's on you. But if you want to be better and do better, show me. Low riders, I love you guys so much. Mwah. Peace.